Hey guys, and welcome back to the road to 1600. I've got another game to go over today where I'm now on my fourth win in a row, thanks to the London system. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so I started off today at 847, if I did my math right, and I finished the day at 858, so I did win this game. So, I'm playing as white, and I'm starting off with the old London. He matches with the English defense. I assume that's to get the light squared bishop out, coming out here and then attacking this square here. Okay, when I play the London, I don't really do much with this pawn, so, okay, whatever. So, I bring out my dark squared bishop just like normal. He brings out his bishop, makes sense to me. I close my bishop in because I don't want him to get locked in. And then he does the exact same thing on the reverse side, and I just develop normally. That I don't understand. You know, his move up to h6, not sure, because that is just one fewer spaces for his dark squared bishop to go. So, not sure what that was all about. So I try to ignore it, and I just develop normally. If you look at the clock, he's playing super quick. It's like he plays this opening super early, and he's not taking any of the center right now. I really had to kind of control myself and continue with the system, and not try to put two pawns in the center or push pawns, because he does kind of have like flank snipers coming out when he does play bishop g7, but I stick to the formula, stick to the plan. When he castles king side, then we start putting pressure on the king side. So I bring out c3, finish the pyramid, and then he starts to come towards the center. I was waiting for him to play d5, so then I could move my knight right up in there. Yes, he has some pressure coming in, but he's defended twice. Whoops. So he's defended twice, so I was totally okay with having a little bit of pressure there. So I was keeping an eye on this piece right here, and if he pushed up, then I was going to bring the knight up and then bring this other knight in for reinforcements. So I was just keeping an eye on things. So developing normally. Honestly, through the first 7 moves, pretty boring on my part. I've played relatively quickly. Again, I play 15-10. I just don't want to be pressured for time right now as I'm still trying to learn and grow. And yeah, I got the perfect setup, honestly. And he brings his knight into the center, which I assume he just wanted to be able to castle, but he doesn't do that for quite a while. So I figured, okay, I'm going to push up here on the king side, you know, open up this square right here, and then start to bring it up an attack, because I've got everything I've wanted for the most part, and plus it's a little bit of an escape right now for my bishop if I have to. So I'm not really too upset about it. And so then he comes over with the pawn, and it just brings, I don't know. I don't know what the logic is there, because that's just another square his knight can't use. I don't know. So I ignore it. I go up to the right side here, trying to get him to take me, then I'll bring my rook up, and we'll figure something out after that. But I want to open up this position. Okay, so he brings out this pawn to press me a little bit. I'm not too worried, because if he takes me, I'll probably take him back this direction, or I'll take him back over here and not give up my pawns that are protecting my king. So I'm not too worried about that. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to move my knight into the center. Yes, I'm being pressured from here, and the threat coming up here and the threat coming up here with the knight could be an issue, but this is what I want to do eventually, so I figured let's just roll with it. So what do I do when you get... Actually, first, I was a little annoyed that he didn't take me right here and instead moved ahead, because that was kind of part of my plan, was to bring up my rook and kind of tear apart the pawn structure from here, but these two pawns were really annoying pretty much the entire game. So I fall back like I usually do. He takes the pawn. He's been looking at the pawn the whole time, and I don't really need the pawn, so I was like, okay, go for it. And he's up to 16 minutes. We are 12 moves into the game, and he has more time than when we started. Granted, I haven't been spending that much time on each move either, but come on, man, you were playing so fast. Like, I have learned throughout my journeys thus far, I'm gonna take my time. We have the time for a reason, and I'm not gonna rush things. So, after I move my rook up just to kick him out, he retreats, and now I want to set up shop. So, what I'm thinking is I'm eyeing up this piece right here, his pawn right here. If he takes me here, that's fine. I bring in my bishop for check. He falls back probably, and then I don't know, maybe I go one step further and see if he'll take me with his rook. So for example, if I went up here, he takes me here, and then I can get my queen in, and then after I get my queen in, maybe I bring in this rook to try to get rid of this pawn, and then I can move my queen down here. I don't know, but the option or the goal was to set up this diagonal in case he castles kingside. So that was always the plan. He blocks it off. Fair play. Honest to God, fair play. I wasn't really anticipating that, but I was happy that pawn moved, and now I could open up this space right here. Yes, it's still protected by this knight, but I was interested in opening up that space right there. So I want to get more pieces involved because we were running into a little bit of a stalemate. That knight and this rook really haven't done all that much. And so I wanted to get at least this rook into the game because, again, he hasn't really done anything. And then again, look at my opponent. He still has more time. Crazy. All right, so he castles kind of right where I'm going. And so I see an opportunity to put some pressure with this knight. I was looking at this bishop right here. And then I was looking like, all right, he can't go here because I'm just going to take and open up that position. But I don't know. I kind of like this spot right here. But so he comes right down here. Okay, I'm going to pressure you again. You're going to move down in here, which you think is a safe spot. Nope. And so he's like, all right, I got to get some more pieces involved. And now I really want to open up this position. This whole time, these two squares have been blocking my attack. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces that are looking to get in here. Honestly, you can add this one into the mix as well. And then if this one comes up, this bishop comes up here, I mean, I'm looking to threaten with all my pieces, and just these two pesky pawns are in the way. So that does nothing for my attack. You can have that. I need to break open this position. Perfect. So I know that I'm protected by these two pieces here. So if he takes me, I'm just going to take back. Okay, good move. I'm just going to slide over, and that's going to bring an opportunity to bring my rook over eventually. So I slide over for check, and I cleared out this pawn. So I'll back up one step here. Move up here, clear out this pawn, get him into check, and now I'm able to push this pawn up, 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 hopefully to promote. That was my plan. So check, he moves out of the way. Check again. Okay. He moves back. Hell, I'm just gonna start marching. I don't really know where I'm going, but we're going somewhere. So he sees that as well, and I was pretty proud of this one. Bang. Hit him with the fork. Going for the queen and going for the rook. If I go for the rook, that's check. He pretty much has to take me. So he sees it. Bang. Check. Take. Put some pressure on the queen because my bishop is protected by my queen. That took me a little while. If I went back up here, I had... Okay, I was looking at the times, and I guess I played that move pretty quick, but I'm pretty sure there was one of the moves that took me a little bit of time to think through because I forgot that piece was actually protected. So he comes in, and I'm able to bring my last piece into the fight. Boom. Boom, he defends, and like all my pieces are defended. So like I'm threatening him here, I'm threatening him here. So like if I fly up there, he takes me, I take him back, that's check. He's got to do something about this check. So if he takes me here, then I'm going to take him back. And it's just all bad leading up there. So boom, boom, check. And that was the game. I was expecting to have a little bit more fight, you know, say he moves out of here. Then I probably come down here for check again. And then if he moves, I guess I gotta move. Then I'll probably check again with this or something or other, and then scoop up the queen, or then bring my queen in. Or I could just start pushing the pawn. Like if he moved, he had to move this way. And then I could move up with check again. Then if he comes down, then it's all just bad. It's all just bad. So 30 moves, another resignation, and another win. Again, 4 in a row, best streak, up to 858 now. So I've kind of chosen like London system if I'm playing white. If I'm playing black against an E4 opening, go Carl Khan, and then, you know, try to just do my best. You know, if I get an advanced variation, then I'm going to push up like C5 or something and go up the other side of their Carl Khan. Or exchange, don't trap your other squared bishop. You know, I feel like I've got a little bit more of a structure and a plan now than I probably had in the past. And I've won 7 out of the last 10 games. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident in my system so far, or at least the styles that I want to play. And it's paying off. It's paying off so far, and I'm getting some good pressure. I'm getting some checkmates. I'm getting some wins. It's feeling good. We're making progress. You know, it's going to get harder. I know that. And I'm going to have to learn more openings. I'm going to have to learn more counters as black, because you're not going to get to play as white, and you're not going to play the London every single time, and things are going to look different. I know that. But for right now, I'm feeling pretty good, and I'll take whatever I can get. So, as an outro, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it if you've made it this far. Please consider liking and subscribing as we continue to grow. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.